It says live. I gotta hold my glasses up. Why? This is my reader part. I'm getting old. So, hey everybody. I don't know if anyone's gonna come on. I was trying to change the orientation, but it won't. It won't let me. I'm just making a quick live stream tonight. See, I tried to turn it sideways. I want the orientation to be this way. I'm too picky. I have too many wants. So I just have some news. My grandson Henry has diabetes. He was just diagnosed today. For those of you who know my family, you know I have 10 kids, 6 girls and 4 boys. My older daughter, I have a set of twins, Caitlin and Grace. And Grace was 4 years old when she was diagnosed with diabetes as well. She's 27. I have to think about that one. 30, 29. They might be 28, the twins, or they're going to be 28 in December. I think that might be it. So she's been 24 years with it. We prayed and hoped that it would go away. But anyways, I don't know if I'm not going to be able to do a live stream tonight. We got the grandkids here. Caitlin and my son-in-law Dylan and Henry are in the hospital in Edmonton. So thanks, Richard. Yeah, it's a tough one. Brings back lots of memories because Henry's 5 and Grace was 4. I mean, if we're trying to be positive, we have lots of support. Janice is basically like a doctor, in my opinion. She knows so much about it. I know a lot about it. We know how to treat it. Caitlin's a super mom. Plus, now she has Auntie Grace. Like Caitlin's twin sister Grace is obviously an expert as well. So, hey, Common Ground, that's Liz. I was just saying my grandson Henry has diabetes. He was diagnosed today. We could tell he was drinking quite a bit of water. He's getting a little bit skinnier than he should be. He was starting to, have accidents in his bed, which he never ever had. So Caitlin and Janice, my wife, Caitlin is Henry's mom. They both figured it didn't look good. So, yeah, you can do. Yep, 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 yep. This is type 1 diabetes, though. He's still gonna need. He's insulin dependent. His body's gonna stop producing insulin pretty soon. At first, here it's chasing ghosts mostly because he's going to be on the honeymoon phase, they call it, which can last, a few months to a year, where his little body still produces some insulin. So then you're sitting there trying to adjust his insulin all the time because all of a sudden he gets a low because you've given him insulin and his body also produced a little bit. So that's the news. That's why I'm not on tonight. We're rearranging things. I'm sleeping downstairs in my little studio. That's my bed over there. You can sort of see there's the part of the pack. You can't really read it right now. I could probably turn that on. But I just wanted to let you guys know that's what's going on. That's why I'm not Adita FF. How are you? How are you? I'm fine, I guess. So thanks for stopping in. This will be a short one. I just wanted to jump on here and tell you what's going on. Henry, my grandson, my oldest grandson, Henry, was diagnosed with diabetes today. So we're a couple hours away from the Children's Hospital in Edmonton. But once you're diagnosed, you basically got to go there. They're going to train, Caitlin and Dylan. But Caitlin's pretty much, she doesn't know everything about it. But we know a lot about it because Caitlin's twin sister Grace was diagnosed at 4, so Caitlin sort of lived with it for quite a few years. It's just hard. It's hard. It's hard to see. It's a real life changer, and yeah, it just brings back a lot of memories, a little bit of PTSD. Because yeah, I see that little guy. He was hooked up to an IV. He's being really brave about it. He was pretty excited to go for an ambulance ride. He wasn't we don't know how bad his ketoacidosis was. Like that's where you get the ketones are quite high in your bloodstream, and you can tell when he goes pee. They see how many ketones, and it can be that's why they start losing weight. It starts eating away at your muscles and stuff if you don't. But we caught it quite early, so he still wasn't feeling good. His vision was getting a little blurry. He was asking Sparrow, my daughter Sparrow, about how come the TV, how come it's not very clear? Like he was saying that a couple days ago, and she mentioned that to Caitlin, and so between Caitlin and Janice putting everything together, they're like Janice was pretty upset a few nights ago, and she like 2 nights ago she told me, and she started crying because it's a big thing, it's a big life change, and he's such a little man. You don't want him to have to do this. There's endless needles at first. I mean, there's lots of needles, and that's it. You're insulin dependent pretty soon. So, and then in the morning she went into work early. She works 2 days a week, Janice, and she works right by the little town where Caitlin and Dylan live in. And she went over. Well, she told her she wanted to talk to her about something. And Caitlin had figured it out that night too, so it wasn't a shock. But they were both upset together. And anyways, we got Emma and George staying over, and they're pretty excited too. So, um, a love stream. Damien, yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't seen you in a long time, brother. Thanks for being here. I was just letting everybody know I can't stay on very long because I was just telling them that my grandson Henry was diagnosed with diabetes. I've said it about 8 times because people keep jumping in. No, that's fine. A love stream's good too. I don't mind a love stream. Um, yeah, my 5-year-old grandson was diagnosed with diabetes today, so he's in the hospital. My daughter Grace has diabetes, so yeah, thanks for the prayers. The prayers would be great just for the family and for all of us, just to for strength. Um, he's doing okay so far. Like I said, he was pretty excited to go for a ambulance ride. He's that kind of boy. Like he's a boy's boy. Like he likes fire trucks and ambulances and police cars, and so he was pretty excited. And um, it was kind of a. I mean, that kind of perked him up a little bit, but it's still such a. Yeah, it's a long road, but like everything, it's one day at a time, right? Um, I have a tendency, and I suppose most people have a tendency to think of their whole life in one little snapshot, and it can be overwhelming, and that's not very helpful in these situations. It's good to just take it one day at a time. Like I said, 24 years ago, basically, my daughter was diagnosed with the same thing. Caitlin's twin sister Grace, and 4 years old, and it turned our lives upside down. But we made a decision. Janice always said, we're going to control the diabetes. The diabetes isn't going to control us." And I know Caitlin and Dylan are going to do the same. It's going to be, we'll control this. We'll do what we have to do. It's not going to control us. So I appreciate the prayers. That's why the live stream's so quick tonight. Um, like I said, I got little George is upstairs. He booted me out of my bed, so I got kicked downstairs. And yeah, and Emma. I'm not sure where Emma's sleeping. If she's sleeping with Sparrow or in that room, probably. They're all pretty excited. I mean, it's just, it's just, yeah. It hits a guy in waves. It hits all of us in waves a little bit. You don't want that for anybody, but you never know. We'll keep praying and praying and pray for healing. If that's God's will, he'll be healed. If not, then God intends him and to deal with it for a reason, you know. But oh, hey, there's Jeannie right there. There's the other granny. There's my hi, Jeannie. I don't know if she's in. Um, we're sad. She said, "Yes, it is sad. It is sad. God is good, though." Hi, Ingrid. Hi, Jeanette. Yes, thanks for the prayers. That's why I wanted to touch base with everybody here. And that's for Jeannie. It's for everybody, but that's for Jeannie. Give you an air hug. That was for Jeannie, but you all can have a hug too if you want. Um, it is sad. Yeah, I was getting choked up quite a bit today. Anyways, okay. Well, thanks for the prayers. I'll try to be back next week. We'll continue with the traveling poster project. I'll keep working on that. I think next week's the cutoff for entries. If anybody wants to send their address to me, and we're gonna send those posters out pretty quick here. I like to get them off before, well, definitely before Christmas, but I'd like to get them off in the next couple weeks. But thanks for stopping in. Yeah, that's right, Jeannie. He's a strong kid, really. I mean, every kid's a kid. Like they want what they want, and to some degree. But he's always been strong. Crikey, run right into a wall and get up and keep on walking. He's like, holy smokes, Henry, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Always tough, you know. George is the same, you know. Well, all of them are, but those boys are tough. So we'll see. And I'm glad that and then Dylan and Katie are both good involved parents, of course, but also as silly as it sounds, I'm glad that like Dylan is really good at math. Like there's quite a bit of math involved. Uh, I mean, it's not crazy complicated math, but you know, it's just ratios, basically how many carbs are in how many grams of whatever. Like an apple, I keep remembering an apple. I remember an apple 100 grams was so many carbs. When you divided it into it, it was like 0.13333. So what you do then, you take the apple and you weigh it, whatever it weighs in grams, and you times that by 0.13333, and that told you how many carbs it was. And then you have to give insulin to I don't know how to word it, to react or whatever to that amount of carbs, because all the carbs that he has, he needs insulin. Certain things don't require insulin to break them down. Uh, so insulin, but you know, fats and so on, like you know, food does. But Rad, you old coat, how's it going, brother? I am I am in and I am out. I gotta take off now. I hear Janice and the kids. She's putting the kids to bed. The little grandkids are with us. Rad, I don't know, but thank you. Thanks, Rad. Appreciate that. Thanks for all your prayers, you guys. And I'm holding the phone. Can't do it. So I will check back with you guys probably next Thursday. Um, I just wanted to drop in because I don't like missing the live streams. They actually make me feel good. It's all about me, right? Anyways, okay. Oh yeah, thanks, Rad. There it is. Give the thumbs up if you guys can give the video a thumbs up. There's not much to thumbs up, but that's okay. Anyways, I will talk to you guys next week, God willing, and I will. I'm going to hit a button up on the corner here that kills this. This is just YouTube's quick jump on and say hello. There it is. Richard's doing it for sure. I don't know if Terry's with you, Richard. Say hi to Terry for me. All right, guys. God bless. Good night. God bless your dreams. I love you. We'll talk to you. Good night, Jeannie. Good night, Carl. Ingrid, thanks for being here. Damien, you little coot, thanks for being here. Bruce, hello, Bruce. Good night. God bless. And Liz, thank you. And I don't know if Aditya FF, I don't know if that person, whoever that is, I'll say good night to them too. All right, good night, and thanks for listening. Thanks for your prayers. We'll talk to you guys later.